Mr. Dargan is here today to briefly talk about a case that Normal's been involved with since its inception about a year and a half or 2 years ago, I guess. A woman named Jean Marlowe down in North Carolina was arrested for treating herself with marijuana. She has very bravely fought and has been not treated very well by the criminal justice system.
I want y'all to understand that Jean's going through a real tough time now, and she needs our help. But it's a sense of destiny that she's felt a part of, and is trying to help her friends and her husband understand that this is a special role that she's kind of been handed, and she's doing the most with it. She was convicted in a railroad trial away from her hometown for no good reason. On June 8th, she's supposed to be sentenced by July. She still hasn't been sentenced. She's been testing positive for marijuana the whole time. They put off her bond hearing till this Monday, either because it was after the election or because she wanted to come to this conference. And she wanted to come to this conference so bad. She wanted to see all of you and send her, give her love. And she really wanted to be here. Well, Monday, they finally called her in, and supposedly she'd be sentenced soon, like within a month. So I think the government wanted to see, apparently, how sick Jean would get in jail away from her marijuana with no other medications, no choice for debilitating pain. They wouldn't listen to her doctor. Her doctor testified at the bond hearing and was insulted by the DA in a lighthearted manner. And they hauled her off to jail Monday at 5 o'clock. The judge knew she was a medical marijuana patient. He seemed somewhat sympathetic. He seems to understand that what the doctor said made sense. She has a lot of documentation, and although she's not one of the legal patients, she is backed up by her doctor. But he didn't send a message of something or else. It's destiny, or the jailers just don't like medical marijuana patients. But we thought she was going to a bed, but she didn't. She spent the first 2 days in a holding cell, a drunk tank, on the concrete floor. No blanket, no water to wipe her mouth after she threw up. So we raised hell. She could talk to us on the phone. We can't even get in to see her. Nobody's seen her yet. Her husband hasn't even seen her. It's like the gulag down there or something, the dungeons. I don't know I don't understand it at all, but they've got her locked away. Her doctor raised hell, and they finally moved her to a bed Wednesday morning, or Tuesday night, Wednesday. Thank you. And we thought maybe, at least she would not be in so much pain. Her condition is aggravated by sleeping on a cold concrete floor. They didn't realize that. The cruelty of the state of North Carolina, well, she's a federal prisoner. She's in a county jail. They're all responsible for her, and they know it. They should know it, and they will know it. But she did get a bed. We were feeling a little bit better about that. She is in extreme pain. There's nothing that'll relax her muscles that she can take. If they take her to ER, she might have Demerol to relax her muscles, but she can't do that much. Yesterday, when we were feeling a little better, Steve called again and said that she'd run the bell for help because she was in such extreme pain. And they put her back in the hole again yesterday. Left her there a while and brought her back to her cell and said, if you raise any, if you cause any more trouble, we're putting you back in there again. We don't understand it. This is our hometown. We thought they were reasonable people. But Steve raised a lot of hell. He got the county sheriff out of bed at 6 in the morning and threatened to sue him down to his bedroom slippers, the whole county. He's on the thing. Her doctor went to the federal marshals yesterday and raised hell there. She has a bed again. She may be being moved this morning. Elvie might know. To a federal facility somewhere. We don't know where she's going. We want your help for her. Anyway, through your national contacts, if you can put pressure on the governor of North Carolina, the federal government, the President of the United States, whoever, to be reasonable and let this woman at least get into a hospital or go home or take her a joint to smoke or something. I mean, it's not like she's hiding it or something like that. And it is about freedom. Todd's right, it all boils down to the drug war, the synthetic medicines against the natural medicines, like Steve said the other day, and they're stopping nothing. They want all the money. They're so greedy. They don't care about us or patients or anybody. Our friend Gordon, would like to sing you a brief song dedicated to Jean.
Wakan tonka tunka shila, wakan tonka tunka shila, wakan tonka tunka shila. Tis a sad situation that brings a tear to me eye, to be living in a land where slavery is at hand and the law is a lie. Lawyers in love, textbook tongues, unnatural acts are what becomes of judgments void of experience. You pay your money and you take your chance. It's a simple situation. Can you help me, Pa? The problem is the law. Laws dragging us down, courtroom babble by the pound. Time to right this ship of fools, overboard with the silly rules. It's a simple situation. Can you help me, Ma? The problem is the law. The problem is not you or I, or what we smoke, or how we fly. So when we obey any one color fool, it's not the gold, it's the golden rule. It's a simple situation. Can you help me, brah? The problem is the law. To all you law enforcement, ilk, hear what we say. When the bad law coming to drag you down, you best look the other way. It's a simple situation. Can you help me, sister? The problem is the law.
Certainly didn't expect a serenade like that, and appreciate that greatly from Dr. Gordon Pilon, who knows a little bit about suffering at the hands of a government.
But it is indeed a remarkable medicine. It will be recognized one of these years, I believe, as kind of the wonder drug of the end of the 20th century. Like penicillin in the 1940s was recognized as such a drug. So will marijuana, for the same reason. Penicillin proved to be very non-toxic. You could take a ton of it, nothing would happen. The same is true with cannabis. There's never been an overdose. Penicillin was remarkably cheap once it was produced on an economy of scale. The same will be true of cannabis once it is free of the prohibition tariff.